Hey everybody, my name is Raclesis, and today I'll be running Clock Tower 3 for y'all today. Before we get started, I want to apologize to everyone in chat. I am currently recovering from bronchitis, so I will be doing my absolute best to mute the mic anytime I feel a coughing fit coming on. But if I can't get to it in time, I truly apologize. Anyway, this will be a run of normal mode, which is essentially the game's any percent. Oh, screen, come back. Screen. There we go. All right, and time will start once I hit new game. In 3, 2, 1, go. Now, we'll be taking control of Alyssa Hamilton, and today is her 15th birthday. On her 15th birthday, she receives a call from her mother saying, "Hey, first of all, happy birthday. Second of all, don't come home. Don't worry about it. Just do you." And she ignores that and decides to go check on her mom. So now we're back at where Alyssa grew up, and we're looking around for her mom. We're gonna go over this section right here. We're gonna be skipping a lot of cutscenes. Right here is a tutorial on the main mechanic of the game, the panic meter. A bunch of lights broke around her, and that caused her to get a little spooked. So we got a little bit in our panic meter. If that ever fills up, we become panicked. We lose a little bit of control of Alyssa, not complete control, but she goes a little faster. She'll sometimes trip over herself, and sometimes stop to just cower in fear until the meter goes down. If she ever takes a hit during a panic, it's instant game over. So we're gonna try to avoid that. Excuse me. And we're gonna be picking up our main mechanic of the game, the sacred bottle. We can use this for puzzles, for defense, for all sorts of things. And right now we're gonna be using it to take care of that glowy on the door. Also, this game uses the analog stick for running around, and every time the camera changes, like your forward changes. So every now and then, like you'll be seeing me run forward for a while, and then the camera changes, I'll like jerk a little bit, and that's why. Alright, so we're going to our mother's room, and we're gonna be checking out a photo, and now the game gets real wacky right here, because looking at this photo makes you go back in time to World War II London. Not quite explained why, at least not right away. So I'm going to be skipping a few more of these cutscenes. And we're going to be going to another tutorial about another mechanic of the game. See a body on the ground over here, and the ghost of this person still hanging around, kind of angry, and we're gonna help him out because we can't get past it otherwise. So they say he wants his ring, so his ring's right over here. So if we find ghosts, we can find an item that belongs to them that meant a lot to them when they were alive, and we can return it to them to help their spirit rest. Doing so will make the spirit go away, and they will drop an item. We will be picking this up. Normally in a run we skip this, but this is our get out of jail free card. That's a sigil stone. A sigil stone is a free hit while in panic. I'm gonna refill our water. And somehow Alyssa can hear someone playing a piano all the way from here, so she's going to go investigate that. Now, like I said, we can help out any ghosts that we see, but for this run, we're going to be only helping out the ones we absolutely need to for story progression. We don't need to pick up too many items along the run, but we'll be picking up some safety items. And do we get good RNG with this ghost here? Kinda, sorta. Yeah, fine. All right. That ghost does like a patrol around, and it can be in a rather rough spot sometimes. Now, one cool thing about this water is that it will actually like auto lock onto those sigils. Wrong button. And you can hold on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You can actually like throw the water through some walls to hit your target. And here, this is I'm going to show off something that we like to call extendo arms. It's a little glowy right over there, but Alyssa could pick it up from a pretty long distance away. And we will be using that quite a few times in the run. So we're gonna go to the center of this tailor shop that we went into, and we're gonna run into our first major enemy of the run. So while we're investigating, we come across some information about a pianist that was murdered, and we now get to meet said murderer. His name is Sledgehammer. I wonder if I'll give you one guess as to why he's called that.
I don't know. Pretty tricky.
Before we try to get around him, we're gonna grab this key real quick to get into a room that's right behind him. And please don't hit me. Thank you. I'm surprised I got no panic meter there. So go down to this room and pick up an invitation to the theater. And then the game's going to introduce us to another mechanic called hide spots. Those like green swirls there, you can go to them to evade these killers. Or in this case, you hit them with a door and knock them down. And again, we won't be using too many of those throughout the run. There's one we'll be using during the next section of this sledgehammer section, and one that we might use if I feel like I need it. Controller, please. There we go. Yeah, right there you just saw Alyssa kind of like jerk a little bit. That's me just trying to orient me to like my new forward. I'm gonna refill this before we continue on, and he should not catch up. There's certain areas where the killers will disappear and they don't follow you. So like running to the theater here at this point will make Sledgehammer go away. Seems quite subtle, yes. All of the enemies that we find in this game are subtle in their naming and all that stuff. Say subtle with the absolute biggest air quotes. So now we're gonna go investigate that piano playing, and we're hopefully gonna hope for good RNG here, because he can do a few different attacks. All right, we got no panic there, so that's great. Like depending on how much panic he had, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Depending on how much panic you have during this area, you can either go into a full blown panic or not, and. Right there, we skipped a cutscene that gave us a little bit of panic because this guy kind of fell from the ceiling. But he's got a paper on him that's going to give us a password to a lockbox. Now, the password never changes, but you do have to interact with that. And now, Sledgehammer could be literally anywhere in this room, so... Of course he's right there. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. There are a few scripted spots where they will give you a lot of panic, and I've got 2 of them coming up very shortly. Yeah, this right here is always 103, but again, we have to get the document saying that it is 103. And I'm gonna pick up an item right here called lavender water. This item will lower your panic. I want to save this for I want to save this for a later section, but I'm going to have to use it here. I should be okay for this next section. Oh, never mind. All right. My line was a little off, but... All right, so now we're in panic mode, but the lavender ward is going to rapidly make that go down. We do move a little faster, but right now, All right, that actually helped us out a lot. I didn't lose control of her at all during that. All right, we're gonna hit the door from here. Now he's coming in. We're gonna open this locker, which will freeze him in place for a moment. Give us enough time for the sigil to be broken. Oops. Right, that was a very unfortunate use of the lavender water. Because I want to save that for 2 enemies from now and not use it here. There are other ones we could pick up just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and give the key items some matches. One second. Excuse me. Alright, so getting that much here is scripted. Come on, get up. Thank you. And we should be okay to get away from him here. He's not likely to catch up unless I have really bad movement. But I have to have a good line in one area coming up to not go into another panic. We do have the sigil stone in case things go pear-shaped here, but if my line is good, we're okay. We should be okay. I'm gonna show off what else the holy water can do if he gets too close. Yeah, he's too close. It stuns them if we need it to. And he won't follow us into here, at least not yet. So the panic meter does slowly go down over time, and it will go down a decent amount during this next section. So we're going to use those matches that we got to light this lantern, which now we can see a plank of wood here. That wasn't here before. Now we have some RNG here, because as we walk, she's going to wobble. And this number of wobbles that she can have can be anywhere from 1 to 8. Average is about 4. So right now we're getting bad RNG. We're not even halfway across, and we've got 2. Okay, so 2 going in is not bad. And back across. Yep. So 3. Anything under 3 is great RNG. I think the least I've ever seen on my end was 2, but I've seen one other runner get like 1. Okay, so we're hitting average. Anything above 4, it just feels bad. And it can happen right right there, right at the very end when you're on the grate. All right, so now Sledgehammer decides to come in, and right there we see a butterfly in the air. If those things touch us, Alyssa will flail her arms at them and stay in one spot. So we need to avoid those at all costs. Alright, so now that we got those pliers, we're gonna run back to the tailor shop because there's a door covered in barbed wire that we need to open up. Don't you do it, butterflies, don't you do it. There's also a little bit of backup lavender water in the tailor shop that I'm gonna grab. Ideally, you want to take the lavender water that we picked up in the theater, like way late into the run. I'm only holding forward as best as I can, because if you just hold forward between screen transitions, then you won't stop moving forward, but once the screen transition, your forward changes. Oops. Gotta wait for him to say Alyssa before you can even open that door. Alright, so now we're gonna use those pliers. And while we're in here, we're gonna pick up something a little different than what we've seen. We're gonna grab this green arrow here called a repellent arrow. Now, if you noticed, we don't have a bow. So you might be wondering, what are we gonna be doing with this arrow? You'll find out in the next couple minutes. It's very interesting. Alright, so now we got the pocket watch along with a couple documents about Sledgehammer and the ghost that was playing the piano. So now we're gonna go bring that pocket watch to go help her rest. Now let's back to the theater. And on the way out, we're gonna grab that lavender water I mentioned, which is right over here. Alright, so now we're heading toward our first excuse me. We're heading toward our first boss fight. Now, if you've played other Clock Tower games, this one's quite different. Not only is it not a point and click style game, but you don't really have boss fights in the other Clock Tower games. Usually you just have to run, hide, or like push something over to get the enemy away. No, we're gonna be fighting. I'm actually looking for a specific cutscene to let play out. I'm going to be skipping all of the cutscenes except for, I believe it's this one. And I'll let it, I'll let it play, let it speak for itself right here. It's a pretty short cutscene, so... And just like that, we're a magical girl now. Alright, so first boss fight, Sledgehammer. We're going to try to bait an attack out of him. And then hopefully we get him in a loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright, this should be good. 2, 3. So now we're using the Sacred Jar as a bow and arrow. And as it charges up, we can actually keep the boss in place until this happens. We can get if you charge it for a little while, you put a tether on them. After a certain amount of tethers, you do a super shot. And it takes just one super shot for Sledgehammer. So that was a very good Sledgehammer fight. that green arrow we picked up is a special type of arrow. We'll be saving that for later in the run. All right, now let's go help the piano player pass on. Was you talking cat though? We don't get a talking cat. We get something different. You won't be seeing him for quite a while though. After all that, she passes out in the theater, wakes up back at home, and we skip the cutscene where a friend of hers named Dennis came by and happens to have a key to your uncle's room. So now we're gonna go investigate Uncle Dick's room. That is his actual name. He is not even just Richard. Just his name is that. I'm going the slight wrong way, but it's okay. Now here we find a book that this is where lore actually gets a little bit explained. Turns out that all of the women in Alyssa's family are what's known as rooters, and they can not only help ghosts pass on, but they also fight beings known as subordinates and entities. What we just fought was Sledgehammer is what's known as a subordinate. And they follow an entity, which we don't quite know what's quite going on with that yet, but at least we know like what happened. So picked up some winding keys, and there is a clock in your mother's room that we're gonna go and use them on. Got a little puzzle here. This puzzle is always the same. Don't need to like find any documents or anything about it. It's always left, right, right. And while I'm doing this, if you'd like to talk about the charity or anything else going on, now's a great time.
Yeah, sure thing. Folks, if you're here for the first time again, this is Breaking the Habit 25 in support of American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I talked a little bit about the charity before, but we've got also a bunch of other great people behind this as well. For example, we are sponsored by the Video Game Trading Post, which is a locally owned and operated game store in Pensacola, Florida. It's a newly expanded store that has stuff like retro video games, anime figurines, plushies, everything. Lots of great things. They have a vast selection of trading card games, including graded and ungraded Pokemon card singles packs and more. You can check them out on Instagram at VGTP Florida and Blue Sky at VGTP.bsky.social. So they're sponsoring this event, which is fantastic. They've also donated some of the prizes that you could be entered to win if you donate, ! Donate in the chat. If you visit that page, you can see some of the prizes they've donated, and you can enter yourself to win some of them. So go check that out.
Awesome. Oh, excuse me, ghost. And so in Alyssa's mother's room, we found sir. He's right in the way of the door. We found a portal that we throw the holy water on, activates the portal. We activated it again just so we don't have to later on. And right here is what we call cutscene corner. There are 5, maybe 6 cutscenes back to back, and we're just gonna be spam and start to skip them all. By the way, if anyone interested in playing this game or running this game, if you want to skip cutscenes, you have to have a save on your memory card that has cleared the game. So we skipped a few cutscenes introducing the next victim that we're trying to help out, Dorothy. We haven't quite learned about her murderer quite yet. Excuse me. And we're gonna go up here just to a very small RNG puzzle. This flower is facing it a different way every time. We have to make it face north. It's also random as to whether it starts on whether like yes or no that you want to interact with it. I don't know why. That is the only spot in the entire game that has random RNG on where your cursor starts. Grab a key for the kitchen. Ghosts here are really on their A game. Yeah, they're really close. So usually I don't have to worry about them. We find a newspaper, excuse me, newspaper report about about the next killer that we're going to be running away from. His name is Corroder. He is a massive jerk, and I'll explain why as we when we actually meet him. But first, we got to go back home. Another cutscene. Skip here. We're gonna go back to our grandfather's room with a brand new key that we'll be getting right after this cutscene. Which okay, I'm gonna say which hasn't loaded yet. Not sure if it's my disc or my PS2, but I feel like the load screens are a little longer than they normally are. But it is what it is. All right, back home. Also, I'm not sure where our friend Dennis went to after giving us that key, but he is not in the house anymore. I also wish your mother's room and your uncle's room are a lot closer, but nope, you have to run mostly the span of this massive house to get from one to the other. Yeah, none of the other rooms in this massive house really matter. It's just those. So we're gonna use the desk key that we got. Get more lore about the entities and subordinates along with this mask here. Which I wonder where I need to use this mask. Wonder if it's on the wall of masks over here.
I wonder.
Oops. Making this turn to get this item a little difficult because of the camera change right there, but we're gonna grab some film. This is to help the ghost in the kitchen. If anyone noticed, there was a camera next to him. He's a cameraman. We're gonna give him his film, which is in our time and not his time. But again, at game logic. And most of the items that you find to help the ghosts are in the areas that they're in, except that film. That film is in an entirely different time period. Because the area where Kuroda is in, I believe, is the 1960s? Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the time period that part of the game is in. I've done this run quite a few times. I've played this casually quite a bit. The story still doesn't make any sense to me. So I will do my best to describe it as we go along.
You're doing a great job so far. Not that I would know any better.
It's a very strange game. And I highly recommend if you can get it, pick it up and play it. If anything, but for the cutscenes that we're skipping, because they are so goofy.
Not what I would expect out of out of a horror themed game like Clock Tower, but so be it.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like random like arm movements of a lot of the enemies that they're doing. It's it's very hard to explain. Everything's very exaggerated in the cutscenes. Actually, you know what? We might go overestimate just slightly, but I believe we're a little ahead. I can play one more cutscene to give you an idea of what I'm talking about when we get introduced to Corroder.
All right, I'm here for this.
Also, we found a picture that showed that there was a switch right here. Again, we need that picture in order to move the painting there. To just even know that it's there. Alright, so we're gonna go into here and we're gonna be introduced to our next villain. I didn't skip it. Did I? Okay. That's Dorothy right there. That's the lady we're trying to help. Unfortunately, we don't help Albert. So that is a very strange way to describe vision loss. So this is a nice touching scene, isn't it?
It's this is so nice. Here,
Yeah.
I made this for you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's about to go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh. Um. Mm. Oh. Oh, I see.
Yeah. This is the caliber of this game's cutscenes right here.
Oh. Got it.
And then right here you can see why they call him Corroder. Because sprayed acid in their face to blind them, and then I don't know where he found this sack, but it's convenient.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not gonna do any more cutscenes just to keep the time going.
Yeah, that's fine. But at the very least, that was a nice family moment at the beginning.
Yes, it was. Also, give him a taste of his own medicine. Smash! Ah, he hit me first. You jerk. What the?
Oh.
Okay, this is actually not good. Here you go. Pick it up. Thank you. All right, so we're having an invisibility band. So we're not going to use it here yet. Excuse me, sir. Also, I'm not looking at that key at all and still managed to pick it up. That's a different angle than I'm used to. I'm gonna fill my water right now. Normally I wouldn't. Alright, so he was just over there. I'm gonna turn this corner, and he's too early. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna grab an item in here. That's not the item I wanted. It is next to the item I wanted. And we're gonna hope that in the time that we leave, he opens the door for us, because when the killers open the door, they lose collision. You just run right through them.
Hmm.
Neat. Oh, come on, that ate my water. Crota's being extremely mean right now.
That's pretty rude of them, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Where's their extra lavender water now? Because I needed that one. use that wrench to slow down these blades here, and we're good. We're fine. All right. I still have one more splash for him, which is all we really need right now. Sir? uh, wow. Okay, everything that can go wrong is going wrong.
Still doing your best though.
Yeah. I've never had him follow me down here before.
This has never happened before.
That's never happened before. Usually, you get him right when he exits that door. You get him right here in that open area. Just he knows we're in a marathon. That must be it.
That's the only explanation.
All right, so now we're gonna go get that shawl for Dorothy. Now, it looks like you have different options for what plank you walk on, but you really don't. If you walk on any of the other ones, you fall into the water and go right back to the beginning of the area.
While you're doing this, mind if I chime in real quick?
Go for it.
I've got a $100 donation from CBAC5. Thank you so much for that donation. That puts us over $1,000 for Breaking the Habit 2025. Congrats to you.
Nice.
Good job, everyone. Thank you so much for your generosity so far. Truly amazing stuff.
Oh, that's not good. All right, we just hit panic, but that is totally fine where we're at, because we're about to do another boss fight. All right, so now the fight with Corroder is one of the more difficult ones, because unlike Sledgehammer, literally just runs at you and does melee strikes. Corroder will move side to side and will throw acid at your face. Now, when you start aiming your arrows, you are locked in place. So if I start aiming and he goes to shoot at me, I have to let go of the arrow and move. Jerk. Right. That's what we want to hear right there. Right. I might be too close. This is going all right. No. All right. Great start. Anytime he says "there she is," he's about to throw acid at you. We want him to stay prepared to die because that's just him taunting. Now, he's gonna take more than one of these, so we need to hope that he continues to be nice. 3, 4. Thank you. Jerk. 5. I don't think that was charged enough, but that's okay. 4, 5. Ah, jerk. One kind of bad thing about them moving side to side is that the tether will try to pull them back to where it kept them. Oh, there we go. End of that fight. So if he moves to the side, and like I'm aiming at him when he moved to the side, he'll sometimes get pulled towards where he was tethered, and I'll miss. But that fight went pretty well. A couple times I had to dodge, but that's not bad at all. Kind of makes up for him being a jerk earlier. Alright, let's go give Dorothy her shawl. Also, thank you to everyone who donated to get us over $1,000 for this marathon. This is only the first day, too.
Yeah, everyone's been absolutely rocking it tonight, so I'm so happy to see it.
right, so we go back to the house, but when we go back there's a dark stranger. That we in the early cutscene that we see that he was at the house before, but now he's gonna cast some magic and teleport us out of the house immediately into a cave that leads to a sewer. I'm not sure about the time period of this area. It is a little bit further back than our time or her time. That is. And we're going to be introduced to our next killer, who is going. He can be a bit of a jerk, but we should be okay. Unfortunately, there is no safety lavender waters. Oh, I went into the hiding spot in this area, so I need to be really careful. Alright, so this is Chopper. Again, I wonder why he's named that.
I wonder again. So mysterious.
Oops, nope, I went to the wrong one. This was a good B one. This section goes on 3 different floors. I went to the wrong one, but that's okay. It's maybe like a second or two time loss. And we need to get some items to finish a puzzle to get out of here. And the entire time, Chopper's going to be popping out of different areas to scare us, to throw axes at us. Just overall, be a jerk. Movement was a little rough there, but we should be fine. He just stands there and takes it. We're going to grab those gloves, and we're going to go grab a crowbar. So that way we can pry open an electrical panel to do some electrical work to get a car key reader to work. Again, this looks like he's like right on us and he's about to hit us, but he likes to stop before swinging because it's enough time to do that. God, I did it again. I'm supposed to go to B3. So... So now that we got what we need to open up the electrical panel, we're gonna go we're gonna fix some live wires. And hopefully, once we're done, we don't have to worry too much about him. Up the left, to the right. Middle, the left. Right middle. So he's going to be in our way again, but we should be good here. He's going to be coming right out here. Hello. Hello.
We're getting there, maybe.
The next time we see him, though, is that actual kind of scary part, because if my line isn't really good, then not only will we're gonna get some panic from him just popping out of nowhere, but he might actually hit us with an axe that he throws, which is gonna almost completely fill up our panic meter. And with losing our lavender water on Corroder, that is a no thank you. We help this ghost get his glasses back, which gives us a key card. Okay, good. And just him popping out gives us that much panic. And if that axe hits us, it fills it up almost the entire way. I got one more splash for him, and that should be enough. Unless he decides to throw an axe at us down a long hallway, in which case we hope we get to the card reader in time. I'm going to save it for on the way back. So we got to turn the power on to the card reader, because again, that giant lever powers that little thing right there. Here you go. We should be fine. He shouldn't catch up with us in time to hit us with an axe. Yeah, we're good. Now I'm gonna show you all my favorite instance of Alyssa's extendo arms. There's an arrow there. We're gonna be picking that arrow up. But we won't be picking it up by running forward at it. We'll be running up these stairs almost the entire way and pick it up from here. And we're back home? Period question mark?
Perhaps, maybe.
The lighting's all different and there's a baby crying. Not sure what's going on. Turns out we're not quite home yet. And Chopper is still here. So we're gonna have to deal with him. This fight can be easy. It all depends on how Chopper wants to act, because he also likes to move from side to side. But he tends to just kind of walk at you at first, most of the time. If he decides to be a jerk, we're gonna have to run around until he starts playing nice. Two, three. Oh, I'm at the perfect distance away from him. Nice. And he's just taunting. Keep being good, sir.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah. All right, so this is kind of like a fake boss fight, because the moment you get your super shot there, he's just like, nope, he teleports you away to a graveyard.
Hmm.
And there is some backup lavender water here that I can grab, which I will need. And it's right over here. Again, we typically want to bring the lavender water from the theater all the way to this area. This is where we want to use it. Because there's two areas that we're going to be going to. The first area is not too bad. It's doing a puzzle while avoiding ghosts. But the second area, we have no holy water to use. I only need 2 here. I don't know why I used 3. Because we're going to be using 2 to open a portal, 2 to reopen a portal, and 1 on a puzzle. All while we're being chased by Chopper. So we need to be positioned well. We need to not go into panic. And if we get close to panic, we need to use the lavender water. All of the... This goes a little closer than I expected. All of the items that we pick up on up to this point are... jerk. That should go down by the time we're done with this area. But yeah, all the items that we pick up are for the graveyard section. And not particularly this part, but the second part of it. What's cool with these guys, after they do their animation, you can kind of run through them like that, and they won't hurt you. So this section, we just need to move these rooter stones to their proper locations. We can only carry one at a time, though. Excuse me. Excuse. While we're here, we're gonna pick it up a couple more arrows. We will start actually using them in the next fight. Excuse me. And when we put the correct stone in the correct spot, it dispels that ghost. So now we got one less ghost to worry about. And by the time we get out of here, the panic is the panic is already almost gone. So we're grabbing that arrow as well. And now this would be a perfect time for anything else you want to read out. Any new donations, new incentives, or anything like that. So
Yeah, sure thing. Just want to remind folks that again, exclamation point donate if you're interested in donating. And did you know, when you donate, you can apply your donation towards a reward, a bid war or poll, and a target all at the same time. So you can put in however much you want towards all three of those categories at the same time. So for example, a minimum $10 donation can get you entered to win one of a few prizes that we have that's in the rewards tab. You can also at the same time put those $10 in towards an open bid war or poll that we have open. So for example, which outfit you want for Super Mario Odyssey tomorrow, or which character you want to play in BS Zelda tomorrow, as well as which target you want to hit. So, for example, we've got our run of Manifold Garden at the end of this event today, or rather, excuse me, at the end of today, that we still need $75 more for. So, if you want to put in towards that and you want to see the secret ending in Manifold Garden, now is the time to donate. So, you can put your donations towards lots of different things at the same time. Go check it out.
awesome. All right, so we just finished the puzzle here, and that's going to get us one of two compasses that we need to access another area of the graveyard. So I'm going to make our way back out. Grab that here. And while that's powering up, we're going to refill this. Now on to one of the scariest parts of the entire run. Dodging Chopper in the graveyard. Now we have to hit 3 switches and then use a spray of the holy water on an altar in order to get the next compass. The problem is we have 5 doses of the water. We're going to be using 2 right here. And then once we get to the other side, we're going to use 2 to activate it so we don't have to... when we're finished, we can just book it straight to here. And then we have the 1 left for the puzzle. So we actually cannot stun Chopper. So we picked up an invisibility band, which will make us invisible to him for a little while. We have a lavender water to lower our panic. And if all else fails, we have a sigil stone in case we get hit. Like, all of the items is specifically for this section. We're going to use the invisibility band right now. Okay, this first switch, we're going to have to run by him and hope not to get hit. Where are you? There you are. We're gonna get some panic right after this, or not. Okay. Ow. Jerk. We're okay. We're okay. He's probably gonna hit me here, but I'll just use my lavender water. All right, now I actually need you to swing because I need to hit the altar and not you. It will prioritize him over the altar. Okay, now we just run, and I kind of hope he stops to throw an axe rather than. I don't know what that was. That was a weird motion, sir. Alright, we should be good. Oh, I got stuck on something? Like, we're still good. We're fine. Yeah. Yeah, that area can get dicey very quickly. Oops. Alright, put these compasses into the slot to open up a portal to another area. So I'm assuming this is like directly under the graveyard, but it's a big old cavern. So we're going to pick up a key item of a brand new arrow, which really doesn't do much gameplay wise. We're also going to be picking up this red arrow on the way out. The green arrows will knock the bosses away from you. The red arrows are a guaranteed tether. However, when you pick up the arrows, you will always use them in the order in which you picked them up. You can't change that at all. And we're picking up arrows in a specific way. There was an arrow that I could have picked up in that secret room in your uncle's room, but we chose not to because it's another repellent arrow. And this is falling apart, and hopefully we make it to the thing in time. Because again, your forward is changing as the camera changes, so you can get disoriented and fall off, but it's not too hard to get through that. All right, now we have an actual boss fight with Chopper. We're going to use our first special arrow on him. We want him to run directly at us with it. So when he gets in our face, we're going to hit him with the repellent arrow to push him back, which is going to force him to run away to throw an axe at us. We're then going to reflect that axe back at him, and we're just going to throw tethers on top of him over and over again, and hopefully that'll be it. All right, walk into this, sir. Like, he can throw axes at us, so we have to deflect them. Like that. Like, and that can mess with our tether timing. Because these tethers will go away after a certain period of time. I think one of them might have gone away. There we go. This won't kill him, but he will be very close to dead. Hit him with a spirit bomb right here, and see how low he is. Should only take a couple more arrows. Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Hey, there we go. We'll take those.
I've never had a chopper fight that good. Like, usually it takes another round. His axes, I had to deflect a few extra axes than normal. That might have done it. But I tried to skip a cutscene too early.
Wow, RNG has been all over the place tonight, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. These have been like good boss fights, but like bad areas so far. All right, so now we're going to a hospital and say hello to Dennis, also known as Discount Ron Weasley.
Hi, Dennis.
We skipped the cutscene earlier in the game introducing him. He's Alyssa's friend, and he's now trying to help her find her mother. And now say goodbye to Discount Ron Weasley, because we won't be seeing him in game for the rest of the run.
Oh, okay. Bye, Dennis.
I'm gonna pick up that. There's a lavender water in here. I'm just gonna grab it just to be safe. Yeah, he'll show up in cutscenes, but he's not in game anymore. So now we're in a hospital, and this section is a little different as it has not one but two enemies. Now the other Clock Tower games have the Scissor Man, and that's like the main and mostly only enemy of Clock Tower, unless like you go into certain areas in Clock Tower 1. I don't know about the PlayStation Clock Tower. This one has Scissor Man and Scissor Woman. And they're one of the easier ones to dodge here. Later on though, they will be quite annoying. That's Scissor Man, also known as Ralph. And then we have Scissor Woman, also known as Jemima. Excuse me, lady. Essentially, they're in. This is like a mirrored version of the hospital. Also, she is very nice and not hitting me when I'm trying to go through that hole. How nice of her. All right, we're gonna hit. Why do I not have any water? All right. All right, so I need water. There's some in the bathroom, so I gotta come back here. Excuse me. I missed a refill at some point. But that is okay. We will just do this in a slightly different order. You're not intimidating, lady. Are you a little intimidating now that you actually hit me? Oh, what? Hold on. Okay, I thought there was water in here. This is a problem, because I need to hit that sigil with water. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Little impromptu routing. Yeah, this is definitely not the best showing of Clock Tower 3, but we will get through it. We will get...
It's fine. We'll get through it. This has still been a very fun showing thus far.
So we have to hit that sigil in order to open a cabinet on the other side. I'm not sure what you're doing, but I don't like it. Okay, maybe I do like it. Okay, because you just left, so maybe I do like it. So back here. Now, Scissor Man should be out, but he's usually already chasing me, but he's not right now. So I'll take it. So we need to get these 3 keys, A, B, and C, in order to unlock a door. And after that, we're going to the final area of the game. Actually, no, not quite the final area, but it's like the final area I have to worry about, like, enemies chasing me. So open that up. Hit that. Refill. And this will teleport us to a castle. Castle section's not the worst, but it can go a little wrong if I'm not careful. Now here we see a cutscene where we actually run into our grandfather, who turns out he's the one who's actually taking a bit of control of these killers, making him do what he wants so that he can gain power, and he's actually trying to become what I mentioned before, something called an entity, and so I'm trying to explain things. So he's trying to become an entity. In order for him to become an entity, he needs the soul of a rooter, or the heart of a rooter, I mean. So he's trying to get these killers to kill Alyssa so that he can take her heart and gain the power of an entity. And we're not gonna let him do that. I'm gonna grab this arrow. This part can be a little rough, so I think just to be safe, I'm gonna splash him and use the evade point. So I need to pick this up. And then I'm gonna hit this just to. Oh, okay. He recovered a little too early, but we're fine. Knock me down the stairs. Do it. If we didn't have so much panic, him actually knocking you down the stairs a little bit does speed you up a little bit. I'm gonna grab this red arrow. And then this green one. So we need that memo to learn that there is a bar that we can remove from a window that's over here. But in order to get to it, because the bridge is out, we're going to be shimmying along the side of this castle. Now this looks like it's a terrifying section because you got that ghost that's wandering around, and you think if that ghost attacks you, you'd fall off, but they won't interact with you if you're here. So that's nice of the game. They also put this here, so you have to squat down and shimmy at the same time, which looks very painful. I hope that ghost is not in the way when we get off of this, because once we get off this little shimmying part, it will try to attack us. And I want to save this holy water use for Jemima. Oh, we're fine. All right. Actually, no, there's water coming up. So. Yeah, we needed that memo to know to do this. We have to interact with that to see if there's something there. We're gonna use the ash that's way over there to take this fire out while she's, just waiting patiently. While we're running, we're gonna push this candle, which will make 2 pillars come up. That will let us, like that crest that we put up, we need to put 2 crests into these pillars here to unlock a door. While we're here, just for safety, grab that. No. She's gonna do that one more time on the way out. Gives us enough time to get the panic meter down to do what we need to do. Let's go through this one. It gives us the music that she's about to chase us, but she can't get into this area from where we are. So we're fine. And I'm very glad we didn't get hit while we've been panicked throughout the run, because that means we get to keep our sigil stone for one of the final areas coming up. Because soon we're going to not have to worry about being chased anymore, but we still need to worry about dying. So... because that right there is the last time I need to splash one of them. Gotta put this crest in, and we should outrun her here. And right after this door, we don't have to worry about being chased anymore. But we do have to worry about these statues, because they are going to come to life and start swinging. And if they hit you, it doesn't matter if you're panicked or not. You're just done.
Ah.
And I have had runs before where I get here at a relatively decent time. I skip the sigil stone at the beginning and then just bonk. Also, looking at the time, we are more than likely going to be going over estimate. Alright, so turns out Dennis got caught by the Scissor Twins. And they're saying, hey, we'll let him free if you give us your heart. And she's like, no. She's just gonna go take care of it now. She's. Oh, oops. Forgot to start the crest here, which unlocks the door. Before we deal with these, though, we gotta go down to the basement here. And unlock this door. If we don't unlock this door, we can't continue. So, and now we have to worry about the axes. All right, that was fine. We're gonna be going through that one more time, so we should be fine. So we're gonna pull this lever. It's gonna make 2 stone walls come up, and we have a very limited amount of time to get through. Like, I might not have gotten through because I just had to readjust my movement there. Nope, we're good. All right. All right, so we go to try to help Dennis there, but then the floor caves in, so now we gotta go all the way back up. So, it's like, I'm here to save you. Immediately eats it. Just falls through the floor. It's like, well, give me a minute.
That's coming back up.
But falling through the floor, we find a room. It's exactly like your uncle's room back home, with all of Alyssa's drawings on the wall. He's been waiting for this moment for a while. He's been keeping a bunch of Alyssa's stuff as keepsakes, while gathering the power that he's got. All right, back through the axe hallway. That right there was a hit. That sigil stone tanked it for us. So if I skipped that earlier in the run, the run wouldn't be dead, but it'd be time loss. This game actually has a very generous retry system. So if we got hit there, we'd get the game over screen, yeah, but then we'd retry and it would put us directly right at that door, with all the stuff that we've already done. So we just have to run through it again. All right, now we get to fight the Scissor Twins. We've been fighting them one at a time, starting with Scissor Woman. The gimmick of this fight is that your lock-on doesn't work. So wherever Alyssa is facing is where she will be aiming. But she's got the lowest health of all of the enemies in the game. She will go down in 2 repellent arrow hits. So we just need to position ourselves here. Walk into this. And here. Thank you. And now Scissor Man is not so nice. Getting the tethers on him to start is very rough. So hopefully he decides to die, sir. Oh. We might need to do a little bit of running around. There's no backup arrows. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so he also likes to move around and throw range attacks. And that thing he's charging up will clear all the tethers on him, but we got just enough to get Spirit Bomb on him here. He is definitely not done though, so we need to do that again. And he moved to the side immediately. Walk into this. Thank you. Walk. All right, this is overkill at this point, but he's going down. We want to save the remaining arrows that we have for the final boss because we need to hit him with like 3 to 4 of these spirit bombs in order to win. And we picked up our arrows in a way that will put a tether on him, and then we'll knock him away, put a guaranteed tether on him, and then because he's still recovering from the knockback, we'll get another tether on him, and then that will be a special attack on him. We need to do that twice. The first part, the first like spirit bomb on the final boss will be the hardest to do. After that, it's a lot easier. Excuse me. Actually, no, we have repellent. We're sitting at repellent. Repellent tether, repellent tether. And we're picking up another repellent tether. So we... Okay. And then we just need to make our way through the titular clock tower. While we do this, there's no like enemies or puzzles we need to do. We just need to get our way through it. If you have any other announcements you need to make or anything like that, right now is a perfect opportunity for that.
Yeah, we're headed over to we're getting close to the end of this run, folks. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. If you want to look at some of the other runs we have on the schedule, you can scroll down a bit on the Twitch page you're looking at, and we have a link to our schedule there on Angus. So feel free to give that a look. We have a few more runs coming up for you, including Sonic 3 Knuckles, Sonic Generations, and Manifold Garden for the rest of tonight. In particular, if you're looking forward to Manifold Garden, I hope you're looking forward to the secret ending in Manifold Garden, which we can do if we raise another $75 for that specific target, if y'all are interested in donating. So I hope you're looking forward to the rest of this event. We've got some great stuff and some great perks for you to donate towards.
All right, awesome. Now we're doing a couple more extendo arms here just to pull these levers a lot sooner than we really have any right to. Like, look at this. Pull that from that far away. And now we're heading to the final boss, which will be our grandfather, Uncle Dick, or Lord Burrows, is what he's called. So this fight is a little bit on the long side because at least to start, once we get going, we should be fine. Now, the tethers that we've been putting on the bosses, he can do that to us, and if he does that to us, it's immediate death. So we need to watch out for him laughing. That means he's about to throw an orb at us, which will put a tether onto us. I didn't want to do another arrow. I kind of goofed this a little bit at the start. I definitely goofed it. Give him a little baby one. 2, 3. There it is. First Spirit Bomb. A little bit of a rough start. That was entirely my fault. But now here we're gonna look to put one tether on him, and then we're gonna run right behind him, and just unload these special arrows into him. All right, come on, throw your thing. One, two. Now we're going to do that again, and then we can do it one more time if necessary. Oh, that clears tethers. So... 4, 5... 1, 2. One more round of this should do him in, and I thought we were gonna go arrest her. We're looking pretty good now.
Hey, yeah, we're making time. Good stuff.
Yeah. When his health bar does deplete, that's not quite time, but it's very close to time. I'll let you know what time is. I don't want to charge yet. 3. Jerk. Sir, do I need to? Just gonna do this now. Okay. All right, that takes care of him. So, time's coming up. It will be right. So here the soul of your mother is coming by and telling her to take strength from her. We're gonna go to her bones, and once we do, it's time. Excuse me. And jerk. You know what? Oh, I can't actually shoot right now. Okay. I was gonna. And time.
GG.
And that was Clock Tower 3 normal mode. A bit rough, but I'm glad I gave the estimate that I did. So yeah, there's a lot of RNG. There's a roller coaster to run for sure. Yeah, if you guys like that, there's a lot more in store for this marathon. We have so many more great runs coming up. If you liked the run from me, I do speed runs over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Raclesis. I haven't done any speed runs in a while, just due to just life happening. But I will be doing some RPG speed runs in the near future, mainly like Saga Frontier, other games in the Saga series. But yeah, that'll do it for me for this marathon. Excuse me. I hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did. That was a lot of fun.